For the past few days, I've been wondering, how do I offer additional coverage of The Lion King when it's pretty much the exact same movie? I mean, that rules out a spoiler review, as many of you pointed out in the comments of my non-spoiler review, because again, it's the exact same movie. I'm curious to see if that will affect the box office at all, or will it have the same box office? All right, so anyway, I shared this conundrum on a recent member live stream, and a BTT member had a very good solution. Let's rank the songs, because there are some big changes when it comes to the songs. Some for better, some for worse. I think you know which ones I'm talking about. But I'm going to share my rankings here, and I look forward to seeing your own rankings in the comments down below. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, number one. I think this is a controversial first choice, but I stand by it. And that's Never Too Late. Oh, way to go, Elton John. This new song from John plays over the end credits. I was waiting in vain for an end credit scene. I was like, give me something new. And they did, kind of, in a song. And I was like, oh, what's this? This is delightful. And I caught a little bit of it. I was talking to another critic, actually, after the movie, so this was in the background. But I made a mental note to check it out again. And since I have Apple Music and don't have to pay specifically for any actual music, but just have like a monthly rate, I got the song. And I was like, wow. This is even better than I thought it was when I heard it at first in the theater. It's very good. It's new, which, as you can see, is a big thing for me with The Lion King 2019. But also, I think it still fits with Elton John's original music for The Lion King, right? I mean, it doesn't feel like he's, what we wanted, what we want from our Disney live action adaptations. The same, yet different. And that's exactly what this song is. It has a great message, fabulous lyrics, and it's also, I've found, a fantastic song for working out at the gym. I kid you not, it's been my first track for a couple of days now, in my playlist, my gym playlist. Elton John has in fact done 2 great soundtracks, and he doesn't get enough credit for a talent that he's clearly still got. All right, number 2. I Just Can't Wait to Be King. What? Why isn't it Beyonce's Spirit? Why wasn't she first, as I'm sure many of you are wondering? We'll discuss. Maybe some of you agree with me. Don't worry, we'll discuss when she comes up, and she's not too far down here. But the reason that I put I Just Can't Wait to Be King second is that while the fantasy elements have been unfortunately stripped away from the sequence, it's still a great song. And it's not just a great song, but it's performed wonderfully by J.D. McCrary and Shahadi Wright, and also John Oliver, in a way that I think makes up for the lack of visuals. It's still really good. But the visuals, I have to say, I did like them here. They go to the watering hole, right? So you have the beautiful African landscape and vivid, realistic detail. The animals, they're running around the animals. So even though it's not like the fun fantasy, like pattern elements from the animated movie, it's still really visually interesting. And there's a shot during this thing, from this musical number that's in the trailers even, where young Simba and Nala are running across the water, and there are flamingos and just out of focus in the distance. It's stunning. It's really stuck with me. And that also gives this song and this musical number a little bit of a nudge on my rankings. I think it does the original animated song and number justice. I wouldn't say it lives up to it, but it does it justice. All right, number 3, not Beyonce just yet, I'm sorry. She's coming up. Circle of Life. Again, you can't really mess this song up, but I put it third. I almost put it second, but I put it third because the sequence in the live action movie is a blatant copy, like shot for shot, of the animated film. That casts a pall to me over the live action sequence and song. It still blows me away though, which is why it's number 3. Even with the blatant theft and the moral ineptitude, it's still number 3. That's how good that song is. All right, number 4, here we go, Spirit. Unfortunately, this song is barely used in the movie, with visuals nowhere near as powerful as Beyonce's new music video. That's a good music video. But it's cheating, Beyonce, to have amazing visuals in your music video that lift up the song. And it's also cheating for you too, Disney, to say that you have Beyonce in your movie and you're going to give her a new song in the film and then really not use her song in the film. Also, to be honest with you, while I respect Queen Bee and I like some of her songs quite a bit, I don't like this one. Although to be fair, I'm not really a ballad person either. Although even when I was watching the amazing music video to acclimate, I was like, maybe I missed something in the movie. Maybe there's a quality that I didn't see. And even though I love the visuals, I was like, the clock's ticking. I got to make this video, and I couldn't really listen to the rest of the song. I was like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. But again, it's an impressive music video. I think the visuals again are very strong, and Beyonce's fans seem to like what she's done here with it. So that's why I've still put it pretty high up on my list. I feel from a Beyonce and business perspective, it did do what it needed to do. Although I think, imagine if the song had been a little bit better, I think it would have done a little bit more in all those categories. All right, I'm sorry, Beyonce fans, but I think it's true. And I wonder if some of you maybe agree with me. All right, number 5, The Lion Sleeps Tonight. It's just a great song. But as I said in my review, Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen are a real gift to this movie, making Timon and Pumbaa truly their own. And this song perfectly captures their playful repartee. From Rogen's trademark heart on his sleeve to this, I love this, to Eichner's trademark bitchiness, which is a really interesting and fresh take on Timon. I'm surprised how bitchy they allowed Timon to be, and I loved every second of it. Eichner and Rogen have fun with this song, and you can hear it. Number 6, Hakuna Matata. They also lift up this song as well, even though the visuals are as boring as can be, which is ridiculous considering the original animated musical number. But again, Eichner and Rogen have a lot of fun with it, and they have J.D. McCrary to help them with the heavy lifting for the first part of the song. Unfortunately, Donald Glover, this just isn't your movie. Which brings me to number 7, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Now again, I don't like ballads, but this is one heck of a lopsided ballad, as many commented when Disney released the song in advance. I mean, Donald Glover is very talented, but he's just, let's say, he's just not a match with Beyonce. Not in this song, and not in their scenes in the movie. Number 8, and Beyonce is such a powerhouse that she kind of just rolls over Donald Glover. He just doesn't unfortunately stand a chance. Although I don't know if he would be any better with anyone else. There's just a disconnect for him in this movie with both his acting and his singing. All right, number 8, Be Prepared. I think it's probably last on everyone's list. A shocking travesty. Live action Scar didn't just kill Mufasa, but he killed this song too. Now, Chiwetel Ejiofor does his best Rex Harrison, which is speak singing, which Harrison was famous for, or infamous if you're not a fan of it. Although, how can you not be? I love Rex Harrison. And I thought that Chiwetel Ejiofor at moments does do a good job here. But with the music and the visuals dialed down, he doesn't stand a chance of measuring up to the original where Jeremy Irons and the movie went for a full showstopper. Oh, it's just shocking. It's, again, a shocking travesty. I think in every screening, everyone at that moment in the film will have their hopes dashed and be devastated. It's crazy that it's going to be an emotional reaction that everyone can share and relate to, although not as Jon Favreau and Disney intended for their film. All right, finally, I have an honorable mention, and that's He Lives in You. Now, this isn't in the movie, but the soundtrack does include a fresh version of Lebo M's He Lives in You. Now, rather unfairly, Lebo M doesn't get any credit for his contributions to the Lion King franchise, from his singing in the first animated movie, to his companion album, which came out about a year later, Rhythm of the Pride Lands, which debuted this song, which was also used in The Lion King 2, where many of you probably know it from. This version, I think, is a bit sharper, a bit grander, and maybe they should have found a place for it in the movie, maybe with a new sequence to give us, again, something new, so it wasn't the exact same movie, but I really like it. It's very good, and I like seeing Lebo M get a little bit more of a spotlight, although, again, not really. So remember Lebo M. He deserves it as much as Elton John, Tim Rice, and Hans Zimmer when it comes to the success of The Lion King. All right, so that's my rankings of the 2019 Lion King soundtrack. I do like, I thought, it includes a lot of instrumentals. When you look at the song track list, I thought it would include some of the dialogue, as some soundtracks do. And I think that was a real missed opportunity. Like they have Life's Not Fair, which is just Hans Zimmer's musical background music. Score, obviously, to be respectful. And it's good, but I would really have liked to have heard Chiwetel Ejiofor deliver those lines because he did a fantastic job there. So, missed opportunity, Lion King soundtrack. So again, what do you think? Share your rankings and thoughts down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks to that BTT member for the suggestion for this video. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.